It starts with work ethic, and I'm going to just say this. I know we've got people here that are younger than I find it harder to get the work ethic out of our young interns. I'm not saying we don't find it, we do, but I find it harder to find it. I find it harder with my own kids, to be blunt. That's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity, because if you bring it every day, and you bring it, you're going to stand out even more so than maybe I stood out 30 years ago. Secondly is communication skills. And again, I'm not saying that with this group, particularly younger people, you have to be able to write, you have to be able to get in front of somebody to present, you have to be able to communicate beyond 140 characters or less. And that's the problem with where we're going in this country, in my mind. This next one, people sleep on this next one. It's about relationships. And yes, for me now, it's about business relationships in terms of what is going to serve the twins well, whether it be corporate relationships, broadcast relationships, civic relationships, but I'm talking about on your journey upward, it's about relationships. Yes, your coworkers, your bosses, good or bad, your mentors, people that you might learn, aspire to be from outside of your organization. Put in the time on relationships. And again, those communication skills are going to be central to that. If you don't put in the time in the relationships, you're going to find that your well is going to be a lot more empty than it should be. And you have to draw on that, particularly at times of crisis. Character and ethics. And again, I think it goes without saying, do the right thing. But I think, not to suggest that I haven't made mistakes in my life, but over time, I think you have to do the right thing and tell the truth, and ultimately, you can't take that for granted anymore in today's world. So I think that's important. Understanding that you always need to learn. There's a continuing education process, and I can flat out tell you that in my world today, as the leader of the Twins, I have learned more. I mentioned business analytics. I've learned more about business analytics over the last 18 months than I ever would have dreamt. I've learned more about facility development. I've learned more about different technology that we're trying to implement here at Target Field. You have to always understand that your work is not done. You have to continue to evolve as a professional.